Attention passengers, the train appears to have gone out of control because of a cow. Hey everyone, this is Rabbit's Blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another International Cartoon Corner. So today's international cartoon that we'll be talking about today is the Canadian animated short, Runaway. And before I get into my thoughts about the short, here are a few words from the channel. Alright Animaniacs, now let's get on the social media train. Want to chat with us in 100 words or less? Then check out our Twitter account. Want to chat with us within a group? Then check out our Facebook account. Want to get the lowdown on everything dealing with animation on this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So the short starts off with the train going to an unknown destination. And we see that the train is being run by a captain. And it also has a fireman who's trying to keep the train going by putting in coals in the furnace. But during that time, a rich lady comes into the captain's station when her dog goes into there. And she ends up falling in love with the fireman. But the captain tries to make moves on the lady, despite the fact that the lady's not interested in the captain. And when the lady's dog ends up accidentally biting the captain, the lady has to take the captain into the other train car in order to tend to his injuries. But unfortunately during this time, a cow ends up walking on the tracks and the train ends up hitting the cow, and that causes the train to derail and go out of control. So now it's up to the fireman to try to save everybody on the train while trying to control the situation the best way he can. So what are my thoughts about Runaway? I really enjoyed this short. After watching Cordell Barker's previous animated short, The Cat Came Back, I was interested in seeing more of Cordell Barker's work, and lo and behold, I came across one of his animated shorts, Runaway, and I was interested in checking out the short. So let's talk about some of the things I liked and disliked about the short. So the first thing I liked about the short was the plot. The plot of this particular short was pretty wacky, and I really loved the wacky tone of this particular short, and I love how the humor was done very well in this particular short. The fact that the plot of this story is about a train going out of control because it hit a cow was really interesting to me, and I was wondering how they were able to pull off that weird type of plot point in the story and be able to make an effective story out of that. And I really love how the wackiness of the short starts escalating as the short goes on, as it made the short even more entertaining to watch, just to see how things have escalated out of control as the short goes on, with the train being derailed and going out of control. Another thing that I liked about the short was the animation itself. Now, while the animation here is a bit more stilted here than it was in Cordell Barker's previous work, The Cat Came Back, I still like the fact that the animation is a lot more fluid here. I still really love the colors on the characters, and the animation seems a lot more fluid here than in Cordell Barker's previous works. And I just really love the fluid designs of the skies itself, and I love how the train was being animated as it was going out of control, as it made those scenes look very crazy in nature. And I really love that deranged animation going on during the train sequences. And then another thing that I liked about the show was the dark humor. Just like Cordell Barker's previous short, The Cat Came Back, there is quite a bit of dark humor in the short, maybe a bit more so than The Cat Came Back, and I really love all that dark humor in the short. Now, I won't really tell you much about what kind of dark humor is in this short, because I don't want to spoil this short for anybody who hasn't seen the short yet. But let's just say that there are a couple of scenes that involve the passengers, and well, I can't really get into much more detail than that without spoiling the whole thing for you guys. But I do think that this short had a very good balance between the darkness of the situation with the humor of the situation as well. Now, if there was an issue that I have with this short, is that I felt like the characters were very flat throughout the short. With the exception of the captain, I felt like most of the characters in this short don't really have a lot of personality, and it made them into very boring characters, despite the fact that the situation that they're involved in is very wacky. Again, the only character that I felt like had a lot of personality was the captain himself, as we see that the captain is constantly laughing throughout the short, like he's a madman or something like that. And I do love that aspect of his character, as he's a very weird character throughout the short. But it felt like he was so out of place among the other characters, because the other characters were more subdued in their performances. And then you have the captain, who's very wacky in the short. and it did feel a bit off-putting at times when you have this one character who has a lot more personality than most of the other characters do. Before I get into my overall thoughts about this short, I would like to let you guys know that there are affiliate links in the description box below if you are interested in buying any of the movies that are linked or mentioned in this video. If you buy any of the movies using the affiliate links in the description box below, then I will receive a small commission that will greatly help out with this channel. So please feel free to use any of the affiliate links in the description box below if you are interested in adding this movie to your movie collection. But overall, I really enjoyed Runaway. Even though I felt like most of the characters were very flat in this short, with the exception of the captain, I do love the dark humor throughout the short, and the story was really interesting, and the animation was very well done. So if you love Corda Barker's previous short, The Cat Came Back, then I definitely recommend Runaway. So those are my thoughts on Runaway, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Runaway? And if you have, did you like this short? Did you hate this short? And what's your favorite animated short that dealt with trains? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Robbie as well at Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey animation fans, like this video? If you want to see more animated content from this channel, then please hit that big old animated subscribe button so that you can get more awesome content from this channel.